side. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. On second down, here's Burrow. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
On first down, it's Stafford. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalid Kareem able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Stafford. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big...
And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
He had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And he is just one reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so that maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
On second down, Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Burrow will throw. Gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards there and a first down. Now it's Burrow. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Burrow looking to pass. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 83 yards. And the Rams can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he is not going to get in. And I think the proponents of the Chargers saying, hey, why not kick it? The failure to convert is going to keep this game tied. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's beaten a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Now Burrow on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Pirine. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Stafford.
Pass caught. It's been Skoranek.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now it's Stafford.
That would complete to Skoranek.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Stafford now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Khalid Kareem
in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Stafford.
Open man is Skoranek. He's got it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last throw here for Stafford. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. And, Charles, when you pull out a close game, the good thing about that is maybe next time you're in a nail-biter in the 4th quarter, you have a little more confidence.
Yeah, you're talking about your memory muscles, right? When you win those close ones, you have that confident feeling that you can continue to do so every time you're in that position.
Well, that said,